I still remember the first time when I was disagree with my teacher in my class. My heart was pounding, my hand was half raised, and then I say nothing. That moment taught me that silence is not always golden. It can be a prison. Thank you so much for the time given to me. Hello everyone, my name is Michael Clementino Gramma Silva. I represent not just a student, but the generation who has a significant responsibility to uphold the freedom of my country. The topic I'm sharing is the role of the youth in defending freedom of speech. Let me start by asking this. Have you ever felt unwilling to say what you think? Perhaps in the classroom, on social media, or in front of your friends. We learn the value of freedom of speech only through our hesitation. Freedom of speech is the cornerstone of democracy. It permits people to suggest ideas, to call authority into question, to demand justice. Without it, democracy like a bird without wings. It can fly. In 2022 reports by Youth UNESCO, more than 70% of young people say that freedom of expression is important. But constraints, censorship, surveillance, and threats remain the reality of most of countries. So, what should we do about that? First, we should harness the power of technology. In 2024 study, researchers examined that the role of the internet play on the lives in today's youth. Predictably, social media is the most widely used form of technology. As a result, more than 60% of young people spend 3 hours a day in front of social media. Better than texting or email, social media provide faster ways direct to sharing ideas, opinions, and art. In the hand of the right people, social media can change life. It galvanizes interaction. A single post can inspire thousands, a single video can change life, and so on. But if you use the social media just for gossiping or following the latest trends, the power is absolutely waste. But if we direct to campaigns, meaningful discussion, or social education, the power is harnessed to strengthen democracy. In addition, we must encourage each other. When someone is silently through with bullying, discrimination, or censorship, we should not to be silent or turn away. The activism of young people has already proven, and it can make a real difference in history. The student protests were a key driver of political Indonesia in 1998, for example. And Greta Thunberg, the climate strikes made a massive global impression. With these examples, demonstrate that young people can transform their own countries and our world. We are stronger together, and it helps to stop the freedom of speech from being taken away. Lastly, by standing up for free expression, we are training for critical thinking. This fact that false news spreads more quickly than truth. And if we disseminate lies, we are not defending freedom, we are killing it. So that's why we have to do fact check and think before we speak and be responsible. My beloved viewers, remember, The freedom of speech is like oxygen. It's invisible, but if it's taken away, love talks to death. So let us pledge to speak the truth, come together not apart, and never let fear and hate take from us our voice. So I'll leave you with this question. If not us, then who? If not us, now, then when?